Hello my dear followers, friends and acquaintances, welcome to join my new channel which is called Deep Psychology. My name is Iuliia, I'm a psychologist. Today we're talking about criticism. Sometimes criticism is useful, especially when it's non-offensive. Like it's this types of criticism form when you're trying to be like a friend with a person, when you're trying to him, it's more like an advice. In order to change something in a person for the better. But now I wanted to talk about offensive criticism. This is very dangerous for the person when we are shown that we're not good enough. Admit you unlikely would like to want to continue to deal with a person who attacks you, pointed out at your mistakes non-stop. You will not want to communicate probably with such person, right? Who criticize, he constantly push you away. So try to analyze your motives or someone's motives who criticize you, because often, as usual, when you're doing a consultation, psychological one, when you go deeper, especially when you want to know what's going on in a person's brain, and I often heard in my practice that people were offended by the parents in the past. So try to analyze your motives. Do you want to admit that the person is wrong? To argue with to argue with your correctness, to feel guilty and thank you for exposing him. I'm just telling you that it's not gonna happen because your expectations are completely unrealistic. It's like you live in an illusion because nobody likes to be criticized. You know that, right? And another person will not thank you for criticism. Like he will start to avoid you, even become you will consider you as an enemy sometimes. That's why sometimes when you talk with the parents and you ask about the child, and the parents know nothing about what's going on in the child's head, because the child just took a defensive position and the child doesn't want to share with the parents. So what's going on, you don't know, right? You don't want that. To criticize another man means not respecting uh, the person, his right to be himself. Everybody has this right, just keeping in mind, to be himself. You prohibit him or her from doing what he or she wants. It hurts self-esteem. It is important because sometimes in the past there are a lot of suicides happen because people cannot accept criticism. It depends on how strong the person is. Not everybody is strong. Not everybody can be someone who cannot to be. You need to pay attention who you talking to this, because it can be very harmful. And that sometimes talented artists just stop doing what they're doing. They started to do creative work. Yeah, that's this is actually not good. So what can you do about it? Some people do not criticize others, but let's talk about who criticize. Just everyone can take in mind, just take a paper and write notes with a pen. On just you can write everything down in the notebook every day, every 3-4 hours. Observe your behaviors. If you notice that you um, cannot talk with someone, if you want to talk with a person but you feel that the person is not listening to you, just keep it in mind. Just write down and to see how you say everything to your husband, to your or to your child, right? Because you need to understand, are you criticizing or you doing a condemnation? It's two different things, the way how you speak it. Because you need to observe the reaction. If you observe that the people have a negative reaction on your way of thinking, then you need to start to understand how to change it. Because sometimes people would like to do it because they want to indulge their pride. Pride is not a good counseling. Just better for you, don't use the pride. But everybody has a pride, but this is not what you want to do. You don't want to raise self-esteem, taking some do like criticizing someone else. You know what I mean? Just try to mentally say yourself stop, and just take a deep breath and just count till 8, exhale, and just do everything gradually. Do not never rush. Take a pause. because when you rush, you always do something wrong. Try to take control over you, because you have to be in the control. You know what I mean? Also below, I'm attaching the rules of constructive criticism. There are 9 rules. Just keep it in mind and read when you have time. It's pretty it will be useful for you. Also, if you want to go deeper into psychology, I have my own site, which is called deepsychology.com. There are a lot of books coming in, but now we have 5 books. It's about psychology, and also now there is a good book I collaborate with two writer. Was written recently. It's called Toxic Love. It's very good for women. It's a romance mixed with a psychological thriller. It's a very interesting storyline. The main character woman 3 times changed her passport identity, and she has a lot of drama in her past. This is not an easy reading. It's very psychological, but women who like to read it, I really recommend that. That's it for today. Thanks everybody for watching. Do not forget to subscribe on my channel. Every week I'm gonna post the new psychological topics. So if you want to understand yourself better, other people better, this channel is definitely for you. Do not miss a lot of interesting videos.